Hi, my name is Darren Ryder, and I wanted to welcome you to our summer session for the U.S. History course. So, I've been teaching in District 833 for 27 years, and I've been with our Sawashko Online program for the last three. So, it's my pleasure to work with you this summer too. And you are signing up for a challenge because it's our summer extended semester, like we speed it up a little bit, and you'll have a little bit of work in front of you, but we want to go over this to make sure that you know kind of the guidelines and expectations, and we have everything set for you so you have everything that you need to be successful. So when you're looking at US History A and US History B, when we're looking at these in the summer, when we click in, this is what you're going to see. Now, as you do this, you're going to see a video right at the top here, which is called a Monday morning message. And I'll reach out every week. Sometimes I do it on Friday, sometimes I do it Monday morning, sometimes it's over the weekend. But what it does is it just kind of lays out the week for us, tells us what to expect. You know, if there's trouble spots and assignments, things like that, I make sure to cover them at that time, just to kind of walk you through everything. Now, if you have questions above and beyond that, though, do not hesitate to ask. We want to help you in any way that we can. And so what you would look at right here is our teacher contact information. So you see that I have my name, my email, my phone number, my office hours, Zoom link. Now, these office hour times, I'm going to be flexible with you. Like I put on there 9 to 11, noon to 3. Just let me know what you need. You know, that's the biggest thing is I monitor this mostly throughout the day. And so if there's a question that you have, I try to get you that answer as quickly as I possibly can, just so you can move on. So if there's a trouble spot that you have, we make sure that we get that and fix that for you, get your answers for you so you move. So don't be afraid to use this. Seriously, if you're confused with anything, reach out, let us know, we'll help you. Now, where you will spend most of your time then is in this current folder right here. Now, this current folder is where we find our work. So we see our lesson 1, opening day, assignment, and course tour. Now, as you click into that, you're going to notice, won't let me click into it, but you're going to notice it asks you some questions, and it'll be like, have you done this? Have you done this? Well, what you're doing is you're making sure that you know how to operate the course. So as you go through that opening day, it's going to ask you stuff from the resource folder. Now, the resource folder has this. It has our syllabus, has our retake policy. Retake policy is easy. You can retake tests, but you have to have all work done in the module or in that unit or module in order to take that. And that just ensures that you're done with all the necessary work. You've covered the necessary information in there. So we have our retake policy, we have our online textbook. I have a couple different versions because people have trouble with those sometimes. So we try to get you a version that works for you. So just make sure if you have any trouble with those though, let me know and I can usually send you a different link that helps you quickly. Okay, so that's it for our resource folder. Now in our orientation, this is where you'll find this class intro video. Now, if you're watching that, this is the one that it is right here. And that goes over how the course works. We have the biography. Now, as you click into the biography, one of the things that you'll see is you'll see a picture of my family right here. Okay, so that's me in the red shirt right there. That's my wife Penny just next to me. My oldest daughter is on the far right. That's Maddie. She's a sophomore at St. Thomas. University of St. Thomas in St. Paul. This is my son Tyler. He is a senior. He's going to UW Parkside next year. He just graduated last week. And then this is Macy. This is our 16-year-old daughter. She's still a sophomore, just finished her sophomore year at Prescott High School going into her junior year. So that's a little bit about myself. So you'll see that bio information in there. You'll also see the office hours, Sawashko Online letter. You have a little bit of everything in there. But like I said earlier, you're going to spend most of your time right here in this current folder. Now, as you go into the current folder then, you're going to see that the part A has 7 units. And so you have Unit 1, your colonization and settlement, all the way to the progressives. Now, as you go in here, each unit is set up the same, other than if you have a summative that's research-based, which you would have one of those in A, one of those in B. And so when you go into Unit 1, you have assignments that look like this. Now, when you have an assignment that looks like this, that has the little purple symbol up there, when you click into that, you're going to notice that you will have another link that you're going to answer to. And so it has your questions here, has everything there for you. You're able to answer those using the links that were linked up at the top. Now, when it's a green one like this means that you'll have a separate link that brings you to the assignment. So you click on it like this, it brings you to some of the links that we need. You have all of your directions right here. You have your article, you have a TED Talk video, and then you're able to finish your assignments using that link. And so you have a couple different looks when you go in there. So you'll have sometimes where you have it's linked to your Google Drive where you're answering. There's some that are, you click the answer, hit submit, and you're good. Okay, and so that's what you see as you go through our units. You have a mixture of those. Now, each one of these are set up for multiple attempts. So if it's the purple one, multiple attempts. Those are what we use as learning tools. And so you're going through trying, and it'll give you the correct answer and help you through kind of those trouble spots too. Now, when you like I said, you can do those multiple times. So the goal is obviously perfect score, but the goal is learning too, right? Making sure that you're learning the correct information. Now, when it's the green ones, those are, you can redo those, but those come to me, I grade them, I give you feedback on those, and then I send them back to you and kind of work you through the trouble spots on there too. Okay, now those are all set up for multiple attempts, the purple. These green ones, the final test for each unit, those are set up for only one attempt. Now, one good thing to remember is you have a study guide before most of those. The study guide's going to help you. That's your one-stop shop to kind of organize your thoughts, organize your info, get it into one place, make sure that you have it, and help you on that test. Okay, so that's what you have. That's kind of how every unit is set up. So if we go into Unit 2 then, what you have is, you have your graphic organizer. Now remember, you have those are set up with that links that you'll have to write things with and type things in. And then these, the purple ones, remember, are set up for multiple choice matching. Okay, now again, you'll notice the setup in Unit 2, you have it here with your Unit 2 test at the end. Now, one of the things that you'll notice when we go through each one of these units, you're going to notice like Unit 3 is a little bit shorter because we have a summative that's project-based, but you're going to notice that I have the times right here. These are your due dates. So you have your due date and you have your time. That just kind of helps us organize. Like, we know that being in the summer, we're going to be at a pretty rapid pace here, and so I always encourage people, stay up with the course calendar, or if you can't stay up with the course calendar, try to work ahead of the course calendar. Now, as we talk about the course calendar a little bit, we want to look right here at this work completion dates, because what you'll have in there is you'll have your course calendar. And here it is for A right here. And like we said, everything in yellow, that's a summative. So you notice like your last week of the first session, you have a summative due. Okay, 2 of them actually. And so we're always a little afraid of that just because we don't want to load you up at the end, but we also have to, be a little realistic and understand that this is the summer accelerated, so it's going to go fast. So we just trust that we're going to work together and make sure that we work that out and we make sure that we're on time with everything. And so if you do start slipping behind, let me know and I can kind of work you through that too. Okay, so there's your calendars for the A and the B sections right there. So you'll see that we have quite a bit of work. You'll see week 1 right here. We have Unit 1, Lesson 1 to Unit 1, Lesson 5, Unit 1, Lesson 5, more or less to 11, and then Unit 1 test. So then when I go back into my current folder, I go, okay, Unit 1, more or less I have this for this week. This whole unit. Okay, so it is going to be a little intense for you, but it's nothing that we can't handle. And if there's trouble spots, make sure you reach out and we'll definitely help you. Let me know what questions you have. Welcome to class. That's a little bit of a tour and kind of what to expect, but I trust that things will go well, and definitely reach out if and when you have questions. Welcome to U.S. History for the summer, and I look forward to working with each and every one of you.